15 home finds that broke the internet. Okay, not really, but they did go viral, and for good reason, because these are worth the hype. I have shared a lot over the years, but I thought it would be fun today to do a roundup of products that people have gone absolutely crazy for. Honestly, this can be more than one part because there is a lot on this list, but I thought for today, let's just keep it to 15. Number 1, by the way, makes my millennial heart so happy. If you're a millennial, I think you're gonna like it too. Everything's linked in the description below. Let's check them out. We're gonna kick it off with one that most recently went viral, and that is the wall cleaner by Zepp. This is so good. So many people recommended this. I heard great things. My son's playroom had marks all over it, and I thought now is my time to give it a try, and I was so impressed. So this removed crayon, marker, pen, scuff marks, dirt, even Sharpie, which really made me a believer in it. Now I will say the pen, the Sharpie, they took a little more elbow grease, a couple more sprays than just, the marker or the regular scuffs, but it did still work. And as always with any type of cleaner, make sure you test a small area first. I find this works best on glossy paints or semi-glossy. I have heard people say it works for flat paint. I have not tested that, but if you have marks all over your wall, it might be worth a try. But I would say test a small area before you go spraying it all over the place. But for me, it worked like a dream. Speaking of kids and playrooms, number 2, this puffy art set. I shared this a while back in a video. You guys, this one was such a hit this summer because weren't we all looking for something to do with our kids, especially once they got a little stir crazy. This is such a fun activity. So this is a kit. It comes with everything you need. Basically, they are compressed sponges. There are some that are blank, some that already have designs on them, and you color them in with marker, and then you just take this paint pen that you fill with water and then color over the areas that you want to puff up, and the sponge, gets wet and those areas puff up. It is so cool. Kids think it is pure magic. Honestly, I had just as much fun doing this as my son. This was a total hit. Number 3 is one I definitely wish I found sooner. This is the Protective Coating Spray by Crep. You can use this on shoes, backpacks, lunch boxes, purses, and what it does is it creates a clear protective coating that goes on top and essentially makes these items waterproof. So if water gets on them, it beads right off. If it's on a shoe and you step into a mud puddle, that muddy water is gonna bead off. So it helps make it a little more stain resistant. I use this, like I said, on my purses, on my shoes, but my son's lunchbox, because then if he spills anything, it's going to run off, but B, what doesn't is easier to wipe off as well. So if everything doesn't run right off, it should be easier to clean. So therefore, it's gonna keep these items clean a lot longer. Number 4 are these 3D puzzle vases. Have you seen these? I just found them this summer. I actually bought them for my son to do. The one was a little too hard for him, so I ended up doing it instead, and I was like, wait, adults will totally love this too. So it comes with instructions. You put it together just like you would a puzzle, but obviously it's 3D. It's a little more challenging, I will say, especially depending on the design that you do, but they're really fun, a good activity to do, keep you busy, and then when you're done, you have a working vase. They have a little cup that goes in the middle. You can fill that with water, stick some flowers in there, or a little succulent. Could be a really cute gift idea for somebody too. Number 5 I love because it can double as decor when it's not being used, and that's these marble trivets. They come as a pair, and these are really nice because, like I said, you could sit them out when you're not using them as trivets for decor. Like I sit one out and set a little plant in it or a little candle or something, or you could obviously store them in a drawer, and they're nice because they're flat, they don't take up a lot of room, and then they are really nice, durable trivets when you need a trivet. So I bust out the trivet aspect of it a lot at the holidays, and the rest of the time it's cute decor. Number 6 is a very practical idea for those small trash cans. These are called pop bins, and basically it's your set of trash bags inside of their little container, and the bottom of it you peel off and it's sticky, and you stick that in the bottom of the trash can, pull the bag out, use it, and then when that's full, you will take that one off, and then the next bag is already there waiting. It advances, take off the full one, and now you have an empty trash bag ready to go. Number 7 is probably the most viral organizer I've ever shared. This is a long Lazy Susan or a rectangular Lazy Susan. Now, I love a Lazy Susan for on a shelf because it just makes it easier to see everything, to get to everything. But the problem with putting a circular Lazy Susan on a rectangle shelf is that you end up wasting a lot of space on the sides. But with the rectangular one, it takes care of that because you have a rectangular Lazy Susan on a rectangular shelf. So it still spins, it serves the same purpose, you can still easily see and access everything, but now you're really maximizing the space. Number 8 actually isn't a product, it's a life hack, but that is to use a heating pad to make chocolate covered pretzels. This one is such a game changer. I will never make chocolate covered pretzels any other way. So with this, you just melt your chocolate. I like to melt mine on the stove, put down the heating pad, or honestly, you could use a warming mat as well, and then put parchment paper on top of that, pour your chocolate out on it, and then you can evenly roll the pretzel stick in there. It gets evenly coated and the chocolate stays melted and it doesn't clump. This one is so good. Now, when I have shared this in the past, some people have said, well, yeah, but couldn't you just fill a cup with chocolate and dip the rod in that? And yes, you could. That would also work really well. However, that would take a ton of chocolate to fill a glass that, you can dip the whole pretzel in. So this one works just as well and doesn't take as much chocolate. Number 9 is this drain cleaning foam that I'm sure you've heard me talk about before. This is so good not only for cleaning your drains, but if you have a clog, it might help bust through that too. So that is how I used it. We had a clog in our bathroom sink that just would not go away no matter what I tried. So I got one of these, and so it's a canister with foam in it. You push down on, you put it over the stopper of your sink and push down, and it's going to just go through your pipes, clearing them out, cleaning them, getting rid of clogs. And if you have an overflow hole in your sink, it's going to be so gross, but oddly satisfying to see that come out and all that gunk and dirt come out along with it. Ours had black chunks. I don't even want to know what that was. It was nasty. But I enjoyed seeing that, hey, that's now no longer in the sink. And guess what? Our clog cleared. So if you have a clog, it could be worth a try before calling a plumber. Or if your drains just need a good cleaning, give this a try. It works really well. Number 10, you probably also have heard me talk about before, and that is the ceramic coating spray by LifeProof. Now, I'm sure this one went viral because a lot of people have glass shower doors and know what a pain it can be to keep them clean. And that is where this product really shines. So what you do, clean your glass shower door, and then you apply this, and it puts a clear coating on the door that allows water to just slide right off, almost like the spray for the shoes that I shared earlier. And in turn, that's gonna make it a lot harder for soap scum and hard water to build up on the door, and therefore it stays cleaner longer and you have to scrub it so much less. This thing is a dream. I put this on like a year ago, and the most I have to do now is like quickly wipe it down, but I don't scrub it anymore because it just doesn't get that buildup like it used to. It's not that it's never gonna get dirty, but now when it gets water spots or like body wash splatter or whatever, it's so easy to just wipe right off. Now this product also works on stainless. It's supposed to help cut down on fingerprints and smudges. I find that to be hit or miss. Sometimes yes, in like areas of my kitchen that did work well and others it didn't. So it might be hit or miss for your stainless, but for glass shower doors, it is a must. Number 11, furniture jacks. I've talked about these a ton before as well. When I shared these the first time, people went crazy for them because they solve a pain point, and that is, how do you get under low furniture if you need to clean under it or move an area rug in and out or get under low appliances? Furniture jacks are the answer. These work just like car jacks. You slide them under, crank them up by hand. One person can do them. They're super easy, but it's just gonna lift it off the ground enough for you to be able to better clean under it. Or like I said, it's really great if you need to move area rugs in and out. So love furniture jacks. They come as a pair and are definitely worth having on hand. Number 12 is a little more of a niche product, but if you have one of the trash cans that's like a cabinet front and you pull it in and out, and if yours is white like mine, then you know they easily chip over time. And if you don't want to constantly be touching them up with paint, grab these little plastic covers that you cut to size, and you can just snap them on top, and they cover the paint chips and also protect the area at the same time. Now, if your cabinet door is like mine or your drawer door is like mine, it has a little bit of a design, and sometimes the cover will pop off. It doesn't sit perfectly like on there all the time. So I just do a command strip on there so that it is stuck to the top of the door. So that's a little bit of a hack or a trick if you have that, but a lot of times it'll just snap right on and stay put. Number 13 is such a fun one. These are dog toilet brush holders. I know this seems weird at first, but honestly, it's a nice way to be able to keep your toilet brush nearby, right next to the toilet, but keep it disguised so it doesn't just look like a toilet brush is hanging out. So they come in two options, at least that I've seen. I'll link the two that I have. There's a Dalmatian and then what I think is either a Golden Retriever or a Labrador. It's funny. It's like, cutesy. People always comment on it when they see it. And so necessity, no, but something fun, especially if you're a dog lover. It's a good way to keep the toilet bowl brush right there, but disguise at the same time. And then while we're talking disguising things in the bathroom, number 14, these sheep toilet paper holders. These come in packs of just 1 or 3, and if you do the 3, you could stack them on top of each other. They're fun in a kid's bathroom as well, or just to sit out. I'd like to put one on the back of the toilet or on a shelf in our bathroom. Again, they're just funny, a good way to hold maybe an extra roll and have one nearby ready to grab and make it cute at the same time. And lastly, number 15, the one that makes my millennial heart sing. Literally, this is a CD player that is made to look like a mini record player. It's also a Bluetooth speaker. This is so cute. Everyone went nuts for this because something tells me a lot of people probably still have their old CDs lying around, especially the burnt CDs that you're like, what the heck is even on this? Fewer and fewer cars anymore have CD players. So it's like, how the heck do we listen to these things? This is a fun way to do it. I mean, yes, we could just go buy CD players, but I love how cute this looks, and it really looks like a record is playing. So I sit this in my office, and let me tell you, when I first got this, I was like busting out my burnt CDs, spending hours going through them, reliving my high school and college days. It was so much fun. These come in a ton of colors, by the way. Could be a really cute gift idea for somebody also, but if you have CDs lying around, I highly recommend this, and it is also a Bluetooth speaker as well. All right, and that does it. 15 things that broke the internet, aka went viral. Hopefully you found this entertaining. Maybe you found a new useful product. Everything will be linked in the description below, and this is just scratching the surface because there's so many more, so I will be having a part 2. Check back for that, and I will see you in my next video.